The NBA Finals are set. It's going to be OKC versus Indiana Pacers because Knicks just got beat by TB3 and Spicy Pete. And they got Tyrese. I think OKC versus Indiana is going to be cinema. Honestly, I think it's going to be, I know people are like, oh, they're going to get swept. It's going to be a domination, I think it's going to be a good series, a good, solid, fun series to watch because they're basically mirror images of each other. Because with OKC, their defense is their offense. But with Indiana, their offense is their defense. You feel me? Like Indiana creates offense by just even off made baskets, just throw that ball to the other side of the court, boom, fast break layup, and then on the other side, speed back and have enough time to set your defense, create a turnover, boom, right back on the other side before they set their defense. And so their offense is basically their defense. And they're also tiring out the other team at the same time. Now with OKC, outside of Shai, J-Dub got a little bit of on ball, you know what I'm saying? Chet got a little bit too, but he also wasn't as good as he was. They create offense, a lot of it by creating turnovers. So it's literally clamps on the other hand, like game 5 was so embarrassing. Just lock down on the other hand, create a turnover, boom. J-Dub dunks, create a turnover, boom. Caruso, boom. Freaking Keisha Wallace, boom. Lou Dort, whatever. Isaiah Hartenstein lob, you know what I'm saying? Like they create offense off turnovers, a lot of it. The Pacers, they create offense off beaming that hole to the other side. Just beam that hole to the other side every time. Just high pace, high pace, high pace. So they're basically kind of mirror images of each other, which is, I think it's the number 1 offense and the number 1 defense. And that's I don't remember the last time that happened, but that's pretty interesting. I think it's going to be a good series. I think they're both teams are known for having insane depth, which I think is a recipe for an amazing series in terms of just the quality of the basketball being played. Now, in terms of the result of the series, I think everybody agrees, pretty much everybody agrees that OKC didn't win the series. They're just a better team. But Pacers, at least 2 games. They're getting at least 2 games. I also think they're getting at most 2 games. I think they're getting exactly 2 games in this series. Just like how I said, Pacers in 6. I think OKC is going to win, but 2 games, maybe the first one out of the first 2 games or whatever, but they're going to drop 2 games, man. Pacers, they're tough. They're a dog. They're a bunch of dogs out there. The play style is not like Anthony Edwards, was kind of a little bit more ISO heavy. Tyrese has a more of a diverse shot diet, or he's willing to kind of just do whatever to get a bucket. Like he's less of a elite scorer, but at the same time, like, you saw what happened in game 6 where Tyrese, you know what I'm saying, the 3 wasn't following, couldn't really get to the rim as much. You know, he probed around, used the screens, got himself that little floater. He said, oh, hold on, this floater kind of cooking. He went to that floater again, boom, the floater kind of cooking. You know what I'm saying? So Tyrese will basically do whatever to win the game, whether it be from a scoring standpoint or from a playmaking standpoint. Just having your star player be a point guard and be that elite playmaker, and just the whole team be based on that ball movement, including the first option scorer, you know, also taking advantage of that ball movement and mismatches. It's just a better matchup, I think, for the Pacers, aside from probably Denver. Obviously, OKC is just a better team. They have the better starting lineup, honestly, but the chemistry and the depth of the Pacers, I think is so crucial that it's going to get them probably 2 games. But let me just briefly talk about the Timberwolves and the Knicks, where they go from here. Timberwolves, they don't need to blow it up. They don't need to do any of that. They just got to hit the second conference finals. Now they do need to make some changes regards to figure out what you want to do with Julius Randle, all the money talks with Kill Alexander Walker, Nas Reed, all the other stuff. So you might got to do some retooling around that. I would say keep the Kill Alexander Walker. Oh yeah, Mike Conley's probably cooked, but I would just say let Rob Dillingham cook. I'm not gonna lie, I believe Rob Dillingham. Let him cook, bro. Obviously defense is gonna take a hit, but I still think you can let him cook. In terms of overall where the team direction is going after you figure out that retooling, I don't think you trade Julius Randle. Honestly, at this point, I would say just keep Julius Randle and figure it out. They're good. They're going to be good for a good amount of time. Now, Knicks, on the other hand, Josh Hart, I don't know, bro. I don't know, because Jalen Brunson's kind of the heliocentric kind of play style. I mean, it got you to the conference finals, but that you got to rely on that bench. The reason why the Pacers beat them, apart from, I guess, the play style, is like they're so deep. I've said this before, but there's basically no bad player on the roster, dog. Like they have like a whole 10, 11 man rotation of just good NBA players. Like Miles Turner, when Miles Turner can't play, all right, boom, you got to put Tony Bradley in there. Okay, he can't play, okay, boom, put Thomas Bryant in there. You got good minutes out of all of them. Jarris Walker too, we got good minutes out of Jarris Walker. Like up and down that roster, it's just good players. That trust in that bench you need, absolutely need. Which is another reason why the Timberwolves lost is because they after Nas Reed, Dante DiVincenzo, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, but then after that it was cooked. Still, they at least had like 3 players off the bench where it was like, okay, very pretty good players. They're even deeper than the Knicks for sure. The Knicks depth issues is definitely a problem. And they also spent 5 picks, 5 picks on Mikal Bridges. So yeah, Knicks may be fried. But at the same time, with the Celtics out, the East is going to be wide open next season. All right, now back to the teams that are actually in the finals. Definitely OKC got it, but I think it's going to be a great series. It's going to be better than the Celtics, you know, probably better than the Celtics series last year, probably better than the Heat Nuggets the year before that. Now Warriors Celtics might be better, but it's going to be a great series nonetheless. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for these finals, man.
Thank you